Happy Friday, Rainbow friends. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna do some yoga poses. I found some yoga poses that we do with Coach Milva and also some that follow the alphabet. So we're gonna start with an A pose. First, make sure you have enough room. Make sure you're not gonna bump into anything because you don't wanna accidentally hurt yourself. So now we're gonna start on our feet and we're gonna do airplane for A. So put one leg over your other leg. You can do either or, whichever one you'd like. We're gonna stick our hands out and try to keep your balance as long as you can and lean forward like an airplane. Okay, we're gonna hold it for 3 breaths. All right, now for B, we're gonna do a butterfly. So we're gonna have a seat and you're gonna put the soles of your feet together. You can put it really close to you if you can. If you can't, you can put it like that. It's fine. And now these are gonna be the wings of your butterfly. Your legs are gonna be the wings and you're just gonna flap back and forth. We're gonna do that for another 3 breaths. And you can also take a video of you doing this and then share it so your friends can see you practicing your yoga. Okay, now we're gonna do Cobra, which I know this is one of my friends' favorites because they love snakes. So you're gonna go on your tummy and you're gonna put your hands down and you're gonna lift up like this, and then you're gonna shake, move your head from one side to the next side, just like a cobra snake. Okay, and then now from here, you're gonna keep your hands on the floor and you're gonna put your feet on the floor and you're gonna push your back. And this is D for downward dog, the letter D. And try to stretch as far up as you can. Okay, now we're gonna do E, which is easy pose. You're gonna sit crisscross yogi sauce, how Coach Melville would say, and you're gonna touch your pointer finger, your index finger, and your thumb together. And you're just gonna take some deep breaths. It's nice, easy, letter E, deep breaths. Okay, now we're gonna do F. And for F, we're gonna do a frog pose. So you're gonna go on your feet, but you're gonna lift your butt. You're not gonna sit on the floor. And then you're gonna put your hands down like this. Kind of like if you're bouncing, like you're gonna hop like a frog. Okay? So you're gonna put your hands down, and if you want to, you can kind of jump in place like a frog a few times. Okay. Now we're gonna go to G, grasshopper. Grasshopper kind of looks like cobra. So you're gonna go back onto your tummy. All right. And then for grasshopper, you're gonna put your hands instead of up here, like you did for cobra, you're gonna put them down here. Kind of like if this is the leg of your grasshopper. You're gonna point your toes. You're gonna go up and then down, up and down. Okay, take a deep breath. All right. So now we're on letter H. Oh, we're gonna do happy baby. So you're gonna lay on your back like this. My friends know how to do this one. You're gonna grab your feet and you're gonna push your knees down like this. And you can roll from side to side. We'll do a few rolls. Happy baby. Okay. Now from H, we're gonna go to I, which is inhale. Inhale. This is another pose where we're just gonna take some deep breaths. Coach Memo always had us put our hands to our heart. So let's put our hands to our heart and take some deep breaths. You can feel your heart starting to pulse a little faster. Okay. Now for the letter J, we're gonna do Jack in the Box. So you're gonna put your feet and your knees together, and then you're gonna cross over and you're gonna bend your neck down, and you can count. You can do a 3, 2, 1. So you're gonna bend down, you're gonna do 3, 2, 1, and then pop your head up, like if you're a jack-in-a-box. Okay, so you're gonna do that again. Lower your head, and then pop up. And one more time, lower your head, and pop back up. Okay, so now we're gonna do K, which is gonna be kite. So you're gonna go on your feet, and you're gonna bring your hands, let me step back. You're gonna bring your hands all the way to the top, and you're gonna make sure they're in between your head, not in front of your head, behind, just right over your head, and you're gonna bend this way like if you were a kite flying through the air. So bend back, left and right. Now we're gonna go back on our knees. We're gonna do our hands and knees. And this is one of, I know my friends love this one. It's the lion pose for the letter L. So we're gonna take a big deep breath in. Okay, so you're gonna suck it all in. And then when you blow out, you're gonna try to roar with your tongue sticking out, just like Coach Milva taught us. Okay, so when we take our deep breath out, we're gonna roar like lions, but make sure your tongue is sticking out so you can get all of that air out, okay? So let's do it. Like that, okay? So I definitely wanna see my friends, see if they still remember how to do the lion breath. So please send me a video of you roaring like a lion with your tongue sticking out. Now we're gonna go into mouse pose. M for mouse. You're gonna sit on your shins, and then you're gonna just put your hands forward and bend back to mouse. Oh, actually, I got this one a little tricky. So you're instead of putting your hands forward, you're gonna put your hands back, and you're gonna try to become super teeny tiny mouse. Try to curl up as much as you can to become a little mouse. Okay? So take some deep breaths. All right, let's see. For the letter N, we're gonna do, it says a new pose. So this one can be any pose my friends would like to do. Your favorite pose. So let's see. I know my friends like to do the bridge pose. So how about we try to do that one really quick. Okay, so feet flat on the floor. And then you're gonna take your hands like if they're up in the sky, and you're gonna bring them back down to the mat, okay? And then you're gonna lift up, and you're gonna lift up, and you're gonna use your arms to lift up like that. I know my friends have been practicing this one all year with Coach Milva. I would love to see your bridges. And then you're just gonna lower your body down. And if you need help, just ask one of your parents or a family member, whoever's at home with you, to help you, and they can lift you up a little so you can get your strong arms to hold the rest of your body. Okay, now for O, we're gonna do otter. So the otter pose also is kind of like the cobra. You're gonna go on your tummy, and you're gonna put your hands down, and you're gonna lift, and you're gonna make your arms straight like an otter. You're just gonna look up, and then you're gonna look straight, and then back up, and straight, and then back up. Okay, so now we're on letter P, and we're gonna do peacock pose. So this one, you're gonna open your legs as far as you can, and you're gonna try to reach your toes. If you can't reach your toes, grab onto your knees or your shins. We're gonna try to reach your toes, okay? This is the peacock. Because peacocks have really big tail feathers, big, beautiful, colorful tail feathers, and they extend in the back. So the idea is that you're making big, beautiful tail feathers. All right. Now, for the Q, we're gonna do a queen pose. And this one, you're just gonna stand up straight, and you're gonna do this walk your fingers, but behind you. So you're gonna go like this, okay? You're gonna stand forward and just hold it and try to squeeze your shoulders together. Squeeze them as tight as you can and take some nice deep breaths. Okay. Now for the letter R, we're gonna do ragdoll. So you're gonna stay standing. You're gonna put your hands to the side and you're gonna lower your head. You're gonna slowly become like a ragdoll. Just let your hands wiggle and wobble. Let your head wiggle and wobble and just bend down. Just let your hands fall and you can wiggle them out. Make sure you wiggle your neck. Okay, and try to keep your balance. All right. We're gonna come back up. And now we're gonna do the swan pose. So you're gonna get on your tummy again. Okay. But now this time you're gonna use your hands to lift up your head, but your feet are not gonna stay flat. They're gonna come up and you're gonna point. And you're gonna try to reach your head and your toes as close as you can. This is the swan pose for the letter S. Okay. Now we're gonna go into the letter T. And T, we're gonna do the triangle pose. So you're gonna open your legs pretty wide. Let me take off my socks so I don't slip on the floor. Okay. So you're gonna open your legs. You're gonna take your hands out. And you're gonna make a triangle, just like this. And then you're gonna take it back. And you can make a triangle on the other side. And then keep doing that. Reach. Okay. That was for letter T. Now we're gonna do the unicorn pose for letter U. You're gonna go on your hands and knees. And you're gonna get out your unicorn horn. Right here, you're gonna put it on your head and you're gonna go up and down, up and down, up and down. And then you can switch it and you're gonna go up and down. Just like if you had a beautiful rainbow unicorn. Okay, so now we're gonna do V, which is the volcano pose. So volcano pose, you're gonna sit down with your legs underneath you, your feet underneath you, and you're gonna cross down. Just like if you were a little volcano, you're okay. Take some deep breaths, and then now you're gonna make the point of your volcano, and then you're gonna explode, just like that. Okay, and then you're gonna come back down. You're a tiny volcano, slowly growing, slowly growing. You're really, really, really tall and you're ready to erupt and you're gonna go explode. Just like that, you're gonna reach your hands as far as you can, okay? So again, you're a tiny little volcano. You're slowly growing. The magma in you is getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter and you have to explode. All right, for W, we're gonna do waterfall. So for waterfall, you're gonna stand up, your legs open, you're gonna reach up and you're gonna bend back as far as you can, okay? And try to keep your balance. That one can be a little tricky to not fall. So you're gonna get your hands and pretend your hand is where the water is gonna fall. So you gotta go backwards to try to let the water fall. Okay, now for the letter X, we're gonna do the X. You're gonna make an X with your hands. So you're gonna put this one, you're gonna put your left hand on your right knee, your right hand on your left knee, just like if you're making a letter X with your hand. Okay, just like that. And this is the letter X pose. And you can look forward or you can put your head down. Okay, now for Y. Y is pretty easy. You're just gonna stand with your legs together and you're gonna put your hands out just like if your body's a big letter Y. Okay, and now for the last letter, you're gonna sit crisscross applesauce and alphabet is Z for 0. So you're gonna sit crisscross, you're gonna bring your hands up, and you're gonna try to make a big circle with your hands, like if you were the number 0. You can take some big deep breaths. Okay. And then if you need to pause the video, because let's say butterfly is your favorite and you want to do it longer, you can pause it and then continue. Or I know airplane is a really big one that a lot of my friends love to do. You can just take your time, pause it, restart it. You can show your brothers and sisters how to do some of the moves. And if you remember some poses that were not here that Coach Milva showed us, you can send us a video and we would love to see them.